welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. For those of you who are new to my channel, then my name is Sophie and I upload all content related to health, fitness, lifestyle and well-being. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, then definitely be sure to click on the little red subscribe button down below, as that would mean so much to me if you could do that. As for today's video, with Valentine's Day coming up, I thought I would do a sort of little bake with me. I'm going to be making some Valentine themed cookies. I thought I would go for strawberry and white chocolate as, I don't know, just the red from the strawberries and then white chocolate as well just goes really well with them. It just kind of screamed Valentine's at me, so I thought I would do that. And it is going to literally be like a bake with me. This is kind of how my recipes go when I like to kind of get creative in the kitchen. I'm just going to be going along with it, kind of inventing it as we go, see how it goes, have a bit of a chat as we go along, and yeah, just having a bit of fun in the kitchen. Hopefully this works out well, fingers crossed. If it doesn't, you know, not to try it, but hopefully you'll enjoy the video either way, and it could just be a complete fail, or it could be an amazing creation. Let's hope it turns out to be that rather than the former, but we'll have to see. So without further ado, let's get straight to this video, let's get baking and let's get into it. I have gathered together a whole bunch of different ingredients that I think could hopefully work for this. So as my flour base, as of course these will be vegan and gluten free as are all my meals and bakes, I am going to be using some ground almonds and some oat flour. You don't have to buy oat flour pre-made, I normally don't, but we just happen to have some already in the cupboard, so that saves me a little bit of effort. If you don't have any oat flour, the almonds just fell on the floor. Good job they didn't spill everywhere. Is this a new packet? It might actually be. Oh no, it is open, but luckily it was folded down well. But yeah, if you can't find oat flour, you can easily make some just blending up oats in a NutriBullet or a food processor. It just makes it really easily doing it like that. So that's going to be the basis. And I'm also going to add in some almond milk to the liquid. I have got some smooth almond butter. I feel like this is going to be a clumsy bake and I just dropped the almond butter. Luckily I didn't because it is in a glass pot. But I'm going to be adding in some almond butter as well, just because I love the taste of almond butter. I have got a new one here because this one's nearly empty. It does mean I've got to stir the oil in though, which I hate doing, but we'll get to that when we get to it. And then what else? I've got a bit of coconut sugar here for some sweetness, and some baking powder, some baking soda as well. I'm going to add in both of those. And then for the strawberries and the white chocolate, I found that these, I think they're like freeze-dried strawberries. Basically, they're just dried strawberries. I thought those would be really nice in it. They're like crunchy bits of strawberry, so I'll break up some of those, add that in. And then for my white chocolate, I am using the Almond Bliss Vigo, I still don't know how you say it properly, white Almond Bliss chocolate, which is super tasty. It does remind me of the coating on the White Magnum, the almond one. That is what this tastes like, but it's vegan and super creamy, really good. So that'll be my white chocolate. That's the strawberries. I think that's everything, so we are good to go. Let's get inventing. I'm gonna just pop the oven on to, I'm gonna say 180 degrees. I'm gonna preheat it to that, ready for when our cookies are ready to go in the oven. So first of all, I need a bowl. That would be a good start. And let's just hope this turns into some kind of amazing creation. We will just see what happens. But this is what I love in the kitchen, just getting creative, inventive. Sometimes disasters happen, but you know, you learn from them. You learn not to do it again. Hopefully today's, I'm really hoping, won't be a disaster. But I'm thinking we're gonna have some kind of cookie at the end of it. So I'm just gonna get out my cup measurements. And I think I'm going to do a bit more of the almond flour than I am the oat flour. Again, also if you don't have almond flour, you could use something like pea protein powder. Just the natural neutral flavour one works really well too. Things like buckwheat flour are great, other gluten-free alternative. Whatever you can sort of get your hands on, just get creative with it. I'm just trying to decide how much to do. I think I'm going to do a third of a cup of the oat flour and half a cup of the ground almonds. Yeah, let's do that. Sounds like a good combo to me. I mean, I can always change it up as I go. I'll write up all like my finalised amounts and ingredients in the description, just in case some of this doesn't work out. But I am now just going to add in, there's a big lump of almond there. I'm just going to add in, oh wow, this is going to take forever to fill up this cup. Around half a cup of the ground almonds, if they actually want to come out of the packet. I can see how it didn't come out when I dropped it on the floor, because it's even hard to get it out now that I'm actually physically trying to get it out. But we'll get there. This might be the easiest way, just to sort of squeeze it I've put the cup into the bowl. Hopefully these will turn out to be a great bake to make for whether you're with someone on Valentine's Day, for family, for friends, or even just for yourself. You know, it's a good way to treat yourself on Valentine's Day. Make yourself something nice and tasty, hopefully, if this does work out. Right, okay, I have managed to get, there we go, level it out. That's my half cup of ground almonds just gone in. And then I am now going to add in some of the oat flour. And for this, I am going to add in, I think I'm going to do 1/3 of a cup for this one. Let's hope this comes out of the packet a little bit easier. Oh yeah, that's coming out better. There we go, that is the oat flour in. So then now, I am going to add, I do quite like to tidy as I go, but that's probably quite a good thing. Are you someone who just leaves all the mess to the end when you're cooking, or do you bother to sort of put it away as you go? I'll move that out of the way so I know what I've added. That's also a thing, whenever I get sort of creative and not following the recipe as such, I just move out the ingredients out the way that I've already used so that I don't end up using them again or forgetting what I have and haven't put in. Just grab a spoon. I'm just going to quickly combine the two flours together. Okay, I'm also just going to grab a teaspoon. Got a teaspoon. And I am going to add in, I'm going to say a teaspoon of each, the baking powder and baking soda. Baking powder in, and that's the baking soda. And then I'm also going to actually grab a bit of salt and just a little pinch of salt because that helps to activate the baking powder. I did not know that for ages, but just a little tip for you. So in I go with, I'm going to use some sea salt, and this one's not like pre-broken, so I'm just going to grab a little pinch and crush it in my fingers. You really do not need much at all, so just a little pinch will do. I'm just going to mix that all up again to fully combine that in. Now I am going to add in my almond butter, I think, which means I have got to stir up the new one. Who else hates that? I love nut butter, but I hate stirring it up. Like, at the start, it's just the most annoying thing. I'm so impatient with it. I just hate it. But then I'm also too much of a perfectionist to leave it not fully mixed, so I have to go all the way. But yeah, I'm surprised there's not yet a tool which helps you to mix almond butter. That would be great. Just try and scrape out as much as I can out of this one. I also do not like wasting any because it's not the cheapest, I've got to say, so I'm going to get every last drop. My almond butter that I'm using is the Meridian Smooth, which is just 100% almonds, which I love. It's always great when it's literally just nuts and nothing else. If you are a nut butter lover like me as well, let me know what your favourite is. I've just realised I'm not even measuring that, I'm just chucking in whatever's left in here. I think I'm going to do around 4 tablespoons of almond butter. So at the moment, whatever's left out here is probably about 1/4 of a tablespoon, I would say. So yeah, I think I'll do about 4 tablespoons. Right, I think that's the best I can do with that one, so that will be going in the bin. Now for stirring up the oil. It's always good when you open one and then the oil easily goes into it, whereas other times you get it where the nut butter's, yeah, like this one, a solid lump under it and it takes forever to stir in the oil. But you know, you just gotta do it. If you have any tips for how to do this quicker, I would much appreciate it. I do find that a knife is easier to stir it up with than using a spoon. That is one of my tips. I have tried using a spoon and it's just not as good as a knife. I do feel like a knife cuts through it slightly better than a spoon, which does make it easier to stir. Okay, so now, oh wait, actually I'm going to use this tablespoon, it's just got a bit of flour on it. Just get rid of the flour. I'm just going to add in around 4 tablespoons of almond butter. I'm just going to do a smaller one for the first one though, as there is already a bit in here from the old pot. Definitely for baking, I think smooth almond butter would work better, although the crunchy one would actually probably add a nice texture into it as well, to be fair, with the little crunchy pieces. So it's up to you. You could try using crunchy, try experimenting with it, see what happens. I just feel like smooth is easier to mix in, but you know, you can just always give it a go and see what happens. You might just have to add a little bit more if you're using crunchy, as it's not as smooth and runny. But I don't know, you could give it a go and report back to me if you do. Okay, that's the almond butter in there then. So then now, I am also just going to add in some almond milk. For the almond milk, I reckon I'm going to do about 1/2 cup, I'm I'm going to say just less than half. So I've got a 1/4 cup here. So I'm going to do about 1.5 of these, I think, just for now, just to see what the texture is going to be like, and then I might add in a little bit more almond milk. I will see. Right, now comes the fun part of trying to combine all of this together. I thought one of the dogs would come in then, but no, he hasn't. Okay, from this, I am thinking right now I'm going to add a little bit more almond milk, so that will make it up to half a cup. But then I'm also going to add in a little bit more flour as well. So I'm going to add in a little bit more oat flour. Yeah, let's add in, I'm going to add in another 1/4 cup of oat flour, and we're just going to see what happens. I'm just going to play around with the flour and the milk for a bit to see what kind of consistency we end up with. Right, so that's another 1/4 cup of oat flour, and then I will just add in another 1/8 of a cup of almond milk as well. I will definitely write down all these quantities in the description for you, just to make your life a little bit easier. This is forming quite a nice dough we're getting going, so hopefully there's a cookie in here somewhere. I'm going to add in a little bit more almond milk, so that's another 1/8 of a cup going in. And then I think I'm also going to do another 1/4 cup of, is this a, oh that's a third. What did I use before? Oh, I put another third, so I'm adding in a final third. So this would have been 1 cup of oat flour when this third gets added in. I'm just going to open that up a little bit better. Yeah, sorry, this was a third that I went for before, because the 1/4 cup has currently got a bit of almond milk still sat at the bottom of it, so I didn't want to put the flour into there. So that's another third of the oat flour going in, and along with, I'm going to do a 1/4 cup of almond milk. I will do all this maths and add it all up. I'm glad I've got this on video so I actually know what I've added, because if not right now I couldn't really tell you. It's looking quite doughy and cookie-like though, which is very good. This is kind of what we're going for. I don't know how well you can see that, but it is looking like quite a good batter right now. So that looks like quite a good texture, I've got to say. I feel like as well with this one, because I'm using the almond white chocolate, the almond butter should give it a really nice flavour as well, so hopefully it should be a good combo. Let's try a little bit of the mixture. Yeah, no, that tastes quite good. And you can taste the almond and the oats, that's for sure. So now just to sweeten it up a little bit, I'm going to bring in some coconut sugar. I think for that I am going to do about a 1/4 cup of coconut sugar, is my thinking. So I'm just going to use, because the 1/4 cup has currently still got all the almond milk residue sat at the bottom, I am just going to take the 1/8 of a cup and add in some coconut flour, but I'll do 2 scoops of this to make up a 1/4. This is literally so confusing, probably the number of ingredients, but you know, just getting creative and having fun in the kitchen, seeing what we end up with, that's what it's all about. So that's a 1/4 cup of coconut sugar. Anyone else think that coconut sugar smells like the paprika Pringles? I don't know why, but it just reminds me of paprika Pringles for some reason. That's really hard to say, paprika Pringles. But yeah, if you've ever, or if you have any coconut sugar randomly in your kitchen right now, give it a smell. Let me know if you think it smells of paprika Pringles, because I really do. Also coconut sugar, with it being sort of a brown coloured sugar, gives cookies in particular a really nice sort of caramelly texture and taste. Right, so that is our dough all ready and good to go. So now what I'm going to do is take some of the almond bliss chocolate. I think I'm going to use about half of this bar. So that will be, let's see, there's 5 pieces in here. Oh well. So it's going to be about 25 grams of white chocolate. Of course you can use whatever white chocolate you want. I just particularly like this one, especially for a vegan white chocolate. This is the one to go for. Oh, it just smells so good. So I'm just going to break this up into little pieces, crumble it up into my hand to create some nice white chocolate chips. I'm so excited for these cookies. I'm really hoping that they worked out well. Who else? I don't know why, but as a kid, my favourite chocolate was always white chocolate. And then it turned to milk chocolate. And then now, of course, being vegan, I've grown to quite like dark chocolate and like stronger, rich chocolate. So I've sort of gone through a phase of having liked all of them. I used to really not like dark chocolate when I was younger. But yeah, at one point, white chocolate was my fave. Let me know what your current fave is and if it's changed at all from what it used to be as a kid, because I've literally gone through a phase of liking every single type of chocolate that there is. Okay, I'm just going to break up the last bit of this into here. I think this one melts as well really nicely, which means it's great for baking with too. Does taste so good. Okay, and then all that's left now to add in are the strawberry chips. I was gonna say the strawberry chocolate chips. Just the strawberry pieces. Oh my god, wow. That literally smells so strawberry-like. So in here we have literally just got these like freeze-dried strawberries. I'm just gonna take out how many grams? Oh no, I know it's dropped. I knew I'd be clumsy. How many? I'm so confused. How many grams? 24 grams, I think, is in here. Oh, these smell so good. So I'll probably add sort of half of these in as well. Oh, these are very sticky. I'll start breaking them up. That's just, yeah, take around half this packet. So that'll be around 12 grams, give or take a few, of dried strawberry pieces. I mean, you could also try adding in sort of your normal kind of dried fruit style strawberries, which are still sort of moist, like the chewy kind, like you normally get like your apricots or whatever. You can also get dried strawberries like that. I just felt like using the freeze-dried ones. I just thought that would work quite nicely with this. My hands are getting covered in little pink red bits now. Right, I think I'm just going to add 1 or 2 more in, and then that will do for the strawberries. Yeah, I think once they're actually in the mixture, and while baking as well, they will probably absorb some of the moisture, so they'll probably rehydrate a little bit, which is quite good because I find if you use fresh strawberries, then their juice just leaks out everywhere and makes your cookies kind of soggy rather than like crisp and like chewy. So now for a final time, I am just going to give the mixture a good stir, trying to evenly distribute the chocolate chips and the strawberry pieces. That is our mixture done. So I am now just going to grab a baking tray and line it with some baking paper. I'm going to try and evenly sort of distribute this mixture, ensuring that they've all kind of got some chocolate and some strawberries in them if I can. I'm just going to create like little ball-shaped things with the mixture. I'm going to try and space them out as well, so we definitely get a good sort of cookie shape and they don't all get merged together. Although one giant one as well could work. You could make a giant heart-shaped cookie. That could be a good Valentine's idea actually. I should have thought of that. Oh well, I'm going for my little individual ones instead now. I always like to make like giant cookies. Anyone else? I'm like, if you're gonna make a cookie, you can't make it half-heartedly and just make a small one, you know, you've got to go in for like big cookies. So this mixture makes around 6 big cookies, is what I've managed to pull out of it. You could make them slightly bigger, slightly smaller, make more or less, depending on what kind of size of cookie you want to go for. But yeah, this is around 6, so that was quite a good amount of mixture, I've got to say. So now with my hands, I'm just gonna, or maybe not with my hands actually, no, a little bit too sticky for your hands. With the spoon, I'm just gonna try and shape them a little bit into cookie shapes. Just gonna flatten them down and make sure they're nice and round as well, so that they actually form roundish cookies. So these are now all looking pretty good. They're ready to go in the oven, so I'm gonna pop them in for about, I'm gonna say about 8 to 10 minutes. You definitely don't want cookies to be overdone. I always find the best time to take them out is just before they look done, because they start to like harden and set more as they cool down as well. So I'm gonna pop these in now and let's hope for the best when you next see them that they're looking good. Let's see what they are looking like. Oh wow, these actually look. I'm so happy with how these have turned out. Are you ready? Look how good those look. I am so happy. Yeah, they smell good, don't they, Bobs? Even the dogs come in. Yeah, they smell good. They smell good. Oh, what can you smell? Oh, he's on the sniff or something. Do the cookies smell good? Do you approve? We've got one happy customer, not that you'll be having them. Mind it, Bobs, because this tray's hot. It's a hot tray, yeah. Well, he definitely likes the smell, but oh my god, wow. These look good, if I do say so myself. Considering I just went along with a recipe that I invented as I went, I am very impressed with how these have turned out. I am very happy with them. I'm going to leave those to completely cool and set now, but that looks good. So hopefully you would have got something out of this video. Like I said before, I will leave all the recipe down below in the description so that you can give it a go if you think that they do look good. And I mean, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I think they are looking quite good. So all the ingredients you can find down below and the exact quantities, if I can do the maths correctly, which hopefully I should be able to. But yeah, if you do want to give this a go, let me know. Tag me on Instagram, tweet me on Twitter, whatever. If you want to post a picture of your cookies, let me know. Hope you all have a lovely Valentine's Day, whether you are celebrating it by yourself, whether you're with someone, whether you're with family or friends, whatever you're doing Valentine's Day, I hope you have a good one. I've got this dog just sniffing around everywhere. Hello you. Hello. If you have enjoyed this video though, be sure to smash a big thumbs up on it, as well as click on the red subscribe button down below if you are new to my channel. That'd be great if you could do that. And don't forget there is also that notifications bell too that you can tap on so that you're notified whenever I upload. And I'll be sure to see you very soon with a brand new video. Bye.